Winston Neal, welcome to Profile.
Thank you.
So, you're very, very welcome. From riding a bicycle around Kingston to running one of the largest suppliers of plumbing supplies in Jamaica, Jamaica Plumbing Supplies Limited. This is a multi-million-dollar building. When you think of how you've gone full circle, how do you feel?
You know, first, I want to say to God be the glory, because I'm from a really humble background. And I have never really planned or make a projection to see myself running a business at this level and growing. You know, so I just have to give God all the praise and all the glory. And my wife, who is my partner, felt like she should be here with me today. And luckily for me, my son is there. And the 48 staff, they are just like family.
So you'd attribute those as some of the things that have actually made you a success. What do you think's made you a success?
First, being a plumber and suffering and know the demands, what people have gone through. Even we are celebrating our 35th year this year, but even 20 years ago, you know, and before, beyond. Let me just show you an example. I used to drop my kids at school before 7 in the morning. Luckily for me, they were all in the crossroad area. And then I will find myself at Malcolm's Hardware. And this is now on Monday morning, for example, to pick up some supply to do 3 little jobs around town. When I get there, if I find 50% of the item, I am lucky. Then my next best bet is by Rapid Sheffield or Hardware and Lumber. Now, you look at the triangle distance, and by this time the job is in Cherry Garden. So I have to make a full circle just to get item to do one job. So in doing that, I really get to a stage of frustration, and I said, you know something? I am now going to find a way to create a one-stop shop for plumbing.
And that's what led to the creation of the business back in 1988.
Yes. And believe you me, as I said, I tell you something, actually started in my wife's washroom. Because I can recall doing business with Facey Commodity. And there was one manager at the time was Ryan White. That's the first time I asked somebody for credit. And I went to Mr. White and I said, Mr. White, I'd like to start a business. And he said, oh, yes, that's good. Well, how are you going to go about it? I said, I need your help. So I needed to give me a list of material. And I specifically said to him, 6 bath mixer. And he said, how are you going to pay him back? I said, when I sell them. And he said, no, Winston, that's how this thing works. But look here, I am going to give you 3. And when you sell the first one, you bring the money to me. And believe you me, that's the way I start. And I'm getting credit from anybody in Jamaica, anywhere in China, USA, Canada, Ecuador, UK, and the list goes on.
So it's a completely and utterly full circle.
Full circle.
And what's interesting about your story as well is from the perspective that plumbing was never the thing. Plumbing is something that you initially wanted to be a mechanic. Let's talk a little bit about the roots of growing up and what led to the idea of doing plumbing.
All right. I grew up in the country with my sister. May her soul rest in peace.
What do you call the country?
Guysville, no longer country. There's no country or
this is
rural parish now. Yeah, Guysville and St. Catherine. I attend Mount Nebo all-age school. And I grew up with my sister, and she always said to me a few things. Boy, I just want to see a past the worst. And she also said to me, one day I want to walk on London Bridge, you know. So we achieve all of those. So I usually come over now for holiday with my mom or my other sister who's in the UK now, or more so my elder brother who's a plumber, Vivian Neal's Plumbing Service. And I will, you know, work with him. Summer jobs and things, of course. Of course, one day we were driving out of town to the North Coast, And I can recall like it was yesterday, approaching what is my church now, Kingston Open Bible Church, which I did not know at the time. What I knew about the time was a drive-in theater. Approaching that bridge, my brother said to me, "What would you like to be?" And of course, I quickly said, "A mechanic." And it's funny again, that's why I laugh. He had me a comic strip and said, "Read this, boy." And of course, I couldn't read it. The only thing I recall about it was Archie. And he said to me, say, "Those people can't be mechanics, so you have to come and learn trade." Of course, I was down, but it's something I learned to believe in life. I never let my shortcoming stop me where I find myself excel. And too many people I notice these days allow what they want to be and do not excel with what is there in front of them happening for them.
Was it that at that point you did not know how to read?
I did not know to read. Even when I start business and have people working for me, I usually, after I got married, I usually pick up my wife from school. Well, I pick up my wife from, I was working with my brother as a supervisor. And I would pick her up at work, and then she will do all the writing. So everything I do and everything I need, she will write. And she will take the writing home, so she would have 2 jobs doing. And of course, kids start to come. So even when I employ people and I really have some people in my corner, and maybe feel good most of the time, because sometimes I will dictate a letter to them, and of course you started to learn things by the way, and I will find all the right reason why this letter is not good enough for me to sign. So I can recall having a secretary one time say, "Mr. stop, put down yourself, you don't see better than most of us. Give me any diagram, give me anything to do, I'll read, I'll write about it, and I will give instruction." And I never allowed that to hold me back either.
So that's over time that you learned how to do this.
Yes.
This was something you didn't grow up doing. But I want to talk a little bit about those circumstances going back up and going into the business as well. But we have to take a break on Profile. My guest is the Managing Director of Jamaica Plumbing Supplies, Winston Neal, and we're back with you on the other side of these messages.